Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. If you guys have a car that does not start, it cranks but doesn't start, we'll cover guys what could be the reasons for that. Now, we'll be demonstrating on a BMW, but the concept is exactly the same guys for any car that has a diesel or gasoline petrol engine guys. So stay with us guys, we're going to cover that. In the meantime guys, every car we get at the shop, as you know guys, we'll be making at least 200 videos on it. Why? Because our mission guys is to save you as much money as we can. So in addition guys, for all the work we do, please subscribe to the channel, like the video and leave a comment below. So let's start on it and show you how this one doesn't start now. So let me show you now guys, this BMW here does not start. No matter how much I try. Nothing. Now, what is causing that now guys? Okay, first, either it's not getting fuel, or it's not getting spark, or some of the sensors are bad. So where we start now? First thing guys, usually the fuel tank on every vehicle guys, fuel tank is located, okay, under the rear seat somewhere. That's where the fuel pump will be located, and right in front of the rear tire underneath the car. So if you have one person to go inside and turn the ignition on and off, okay, every 2 seconds, you will be able to hear the pump building pressure for about 2 seconds and then it stops. So that's what we'll be doing now. So we'll go ahead and turn the ignition on and off now. Okay, I'll tell you when now. Okay, and listen for that sound. Okay, on, off, now on again. That sound guys, that's a fuel pump. So in our case, okay, let's turn it off. It's not a fuel pump related guys. What else it could be? Now, fuel pump might be working, but one thing, it may be low pressure. You can always check the pressure, but that doesn't happen very often. Through the fuel rail, okay, like this one here, there is a place, but you need to remove this cover and check the pressure. But if the pump works, usually it works guys. Probably in 1 out of 10 cases, it will not be enough pressure, but the car will still start. Maybe die, run out of fuel, but it will still try to start. So it could be a plugged up fuel filter. Okay, first fuel pump, second plugged up fuel filter. But if all that is good guys, okay, what are you looking for? You're looking for spark. So you gotta make sure that the ignition coils are working. You have a fuse for the fuel pump, for the ignition coils, all that, so check it out. If those are good, you need to guys check your crankshaft position sensor or the fuse for the crankshaft position sensor. Now, inside the BMW here guys, we took quite a few things apart until we get to the problem. I want to show you now. I'm going to check a couple fuses here, okay. Now, the first fuse that I'm going to look at, okay, is the one for the fuel pump guys. And that fuse is actually fuse number 54 in our case. So I'm going to pull it out, check it out quick. Okay, 54 right there, 20 amp fuse. That's one of the fuses for the fuel pump guys, and that's a good fuse, so that's not the problem. And we checked fuel pump is working. Now I was trying to find, okay, ignition coil fuse and all that in this fuse box, but usually those will be somewhere around the engine management box or around a fuse box that's just for the engine. On that BMW it's located right here. All I had to do, remove 4 screws here, pull up that cover, and here guys we have a few relays, transmission computer, engine computer, and those fuses are super important fuses guys. Okay, these fuses are for the engine management. So we have a fuse right there now for the ignition coils, fuse for the fuel pump relay, okay, and you're going to have fuse for the crankshaft position sensor, mass airflow sensor, very important fuses guys. So I'm going to go ahead, check those guys, okay, check those, I'll pull it out, and I'm going to show you our ignition coil fuse in our case will be bad. I'll be using a voltmeter here guys. With that voltmeter you can check a fuse even without taking it apart from a special box if it's good or not. Okay, usually if you have a good fuse, okay, let me show you what's going to happen. The screen will show 0 because we have a communication between the left side of the fuse and the right side. But our fuse right here guys, this fuse, okay, this is a burn fuse. So what I get, I don't get anything, guys. And I'm going to go ahead, open this one. Okay, we have a bad fuse for the ignition coils, and it could be ignition coil that causes that. And after that, okay, after you replace the ignition coils, the car still doesn't start, you need to check that fuse, guys. Okay, so we're going to pull it out. I'm going to replace fuse number 1 for the ignition coils. Put a new one now. Perfect. Now push it in. Okay, let me make sure it's going in. Perfect. I'm going to install the fuse box here, and let me just get the stuff out of the way. We're going to attempt to see if the car starts. If that doesn't start it, guys, I'll explain what else you need to check out. So now I'm inside. We have fuel, so let's see if we have spark now, and we're going to start. Car started with no problems, guys. So always, guys, always, what do you want to check? You want to check if you have fuel, if you have spark. Check connectors on the crankshaft position sensor. We'll have a video how to test one as well, if you need to see that. But those are the things, guys. Always check fuse and relays. You have a fuse and relay for fuel pump. You have fuse for ignition coil. Sometimes you have a relay for ignition coil, so that needs to be checked. Check fuel injector fuse. That's super important, because if your fuel pump works but your fuel injectors do not work, you're not going to get fuel. And you have relay for the fuel injectors as well on most cars. Check this one as well. So thank you for watching, guys. Please subscribe to the channel for more videos, and see you guys next time.